Hello everyone, Carson here, and in this video, I'm gonna be solving Wordle number 1343 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for February 21st, 2025. So let's get this video started with Wordle number 1343. I'm gonna start with the word birth. Okay, all 5 letters are grey, which are not in this word. So let's guess a completely different word. Let's see. Um, I can try scale. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, C and L goes somewhere else in this word, and I've placed E as the last letter of this word. So it could be CL, double consonant, followed by a vowel. So clone is a possibility. And let's actually try that, because so far that's the only word that I see. And it could very likely be the Wordle answer. So let's guess clone. Not clone, but I've placed CLO and E, so I just need one letter. It could be close, clove, or clove. I don't, not sure which one. I think that's it. Just these two options. Okay, good. Clove, or clove, whatever, is today's Wordle answer. Let me just double check how it's pronounced really quick. So yeah, I didn't use any elimination strategies today. I just made my guesses based on the previous clues. And the word is pronounced as clove. Okay, that's what I thought. That's actually what I thought. So yeah, um, got really, really close on my third try, but that helped me basically guarantee getting it in a good enough result. So yeah, I'll definitely take that. I think, wait, what? Okay, so yeah, I got today's Wordle answer clove in 4 tries. This is Wordle number 1343. Let's now move on to New York Times Sudoku. Again, today's February 21st, 2025. Let's start the hard difficulty Sudoku for today. Alright, these 8s force the digit 8 into this cell in block 2. These 8s force the digit 8 into one of these 2 cells in block 4. This 8 points down, and this 8 points right. So in block 9, the digit 8 is forced into column 9. This 7 points down and this 7 points left. So in block 8, the digit 7 is forced into row 8. So these 7s point left. Alright, these 9s point left, and these 9s point down. I also see that this 6 points down. So 6 goes into one of these 3 cells. And you can tell from the markings that these 3 cells form a 6, 7, 9 triple. You see, the given digits in column 3, column 5. In column 5, 6, 7, and 9 point down. But these 3 digits are still missing from block 8. So in order to fit 6, 7, and 9 into block 8, I have to make these 3 cells reserved for 6, 7, and 9. So this 6, 7, 9 triple eliminates all other digits from these 3 cells, because they have to contain 6, 7, and 9. So this makes the other 2 open cells in block 8 a 5-8 pair, because they are the other missing digits of block 8. This cell sees 8, so I can place 5 and 8 this way. Okay, 8 in this cell is eliminated. I can force the digit 8 into this cell in block 9. 8 goes into one of these 2 cells in block 5. Another thing that I see is in row 6. The digit 8 is missing. These open cells see another 8. So that means there's only one open cell in this row that can contain an 8, because all other open cells cannot. They see an 8. So if this is the only cell available for 8 in this row, then I must make the cell an 8, because it can't go anywhere else. Alright, so 8 goes here. Did this 5 do something? I mean, it does. It points right. Sorry. This 5 points right. And we also have this 5 up here. So the digit 5 in block 9 is forced into column 7. So these 5s force the digit 5 into this cell in block 6. After I place this 5, I can place 5 in this cell in block 5. These 5s point up. In row 6, the missing digits are 1, 2, and 6. These two cells see another 6. So in row 6, the digit 6 is forced into this cell, leaving behind a 1-2 pair in this row. Okay, this 6 points up and this 6 points left. So in block 1, the digit 6 is forced into column 3, so these 6s point down. These 6s force the digit 6 into one of these two cells in block 5. Or also in row 7, 6 is a missing digit, but these open cells see another 6. So in row 7, the digit 6 is forced into one of these two cells. And so we know that the 6 points down, so 6 cannot go into these 3 cells, but 6 cannot go into this cell as well, because 6 is guaranteed into one of these two cells, even if it's for the row. 6s are forced into one of these two cells, and no matter which cell 6 ends up in, this cell still cannot contain a 6, because it sees both of them. So 6s being forced here eliminates 6 from this cell. Alright, let's just mark down the missing digits of block 4. I've marked the 8s and 9s, so we've still got the 1 and 3. This cell sees 3, so 1, 9, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, with the 8s and 9s. Oh, okay, so in row 1, the missing digits are 1, 2, 3, and 6. This cell sees 2 and 6. And also 3. Okay. So yeah. These 4 cells contain 1, 2, 3, and 6, but this cell sees 2, 3, and 6. So it can only be a 1. Just to double check, this cell cannot contain 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, because they see this cell sees all of these digits. So I have to make this a 1, because no other digits can go into this cell, and we cannot leave cells to be empty. Empty cells would break the Sudoku puzzle. So if I exclude the 1 from this cell, then it would have no value. Like, no digit can go in it. If I exclude the 1, so to avoid empty cells, I must make this a 1, because 1 is literally the only possible digits which can go into this cell. Okay, so after I place this 1, this cell can only be a 3, because, again, I said that these 4 cells contain 1, 3, 8, and 9, but this cell now sees 1, 8, and 9, so it can only be a 3. Of course, you can always double check it by spotting all other digits. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 all cannot go into this cell, so it must be a 3. So these 3s point right. Alright, in column 5, the missing digits are 1, 2, and 4. This cell sees a 2, so it can only contain either 1 or 4. Alright, this 3 points right, and this 3 points up. So in block 2, the digit 3 is forced into this cell. And in row 1, 2, 3, and 6 are the missing digits. This cell sees 3. This cell sees a 6, so it's 2, 3, 2, 3, 6. Okay, this one and this two are, so yeah. 1 and 2 here points up, but these two digits are still missing from block 2. So in order to fit both 1 and 2 into block 2, I have to make these two cells reserved for 1 and 2. So this 1-2 pair eliminates all other digits from these two cells, which means that 4 can no longer go into this cell because of the 1-2 pair. This cell cannot contain 4, and this cell also sees another 4. So in column 5, the digit 4 is forced into this cell, and then these 4s point right. And this cell sees another 4. So actually in block 6, I can place 4 into this cell. These 4s point up, and this cell sees another 4. So in block 3, the digit 4 is forced into this cell, and then I can place 4 into this cell in block 2. And the last 4 in this Sudoku puzzle is forced into this cell. Okay, all 4s are placed, which is nice. I can move on to another digit. Um, and then the 5 is forced into this cell in block 2. These 5s point left. Okay, this 7 points up and this 7 points right. So in block 3, the digit 7 is forced into column 9. So these 7s force the digit 7 into this cell in block 6. And 7 goes into one of these two cells in block 5. Or after I place this 7, the digit 3 in block 6 becomes forced into this cell, leaving behind a 1-2 pair. Alright, in column 7, 1, 2, 3, and 5 are the missing digits. This cell sees 1 and 5, so does this cell. It also sees 1 and 5. So these two cells can only contain 2 and 3, and the other two open cells in this column can, well, both 1 and 5 can only go into these two cells. So yeah, we've got a 2-3 pair and a 1-5 pair, because these two open cells cannot contain 1 and 5, so they can only contain 2 and 3. So 2-3 pair and a 1-5 pair down here. Okay, now, of course, 3 cannot go into the 1-5 pair, and this 3 points down. So in block 9, the digit 3 is forced into row 7. So 3's here with this 3 points left, and this cell sees another 3. So in block 7, the digit 3 is forced into this cell. Hmm. Okay, 1 and 2 are missing from block 5. So this 1 and 2 eliminates them from these two cells. So 1 and 2 can only go into one of these 3 cells, and this cell sees it too, so it's 1 or 6 only. Okay, these ones point right. Hmm. Okay, in column 2, the missing digits are 5, 7, and 9. This cell sees 5, so it's 7 or 9. 5, 7, 9. Okay, in row 3, we have a 1-2 pair, which means that the other 4 open cells in this row contain 5, 6, 7, and 9, because they are the other missing digits of this row. So these two cells C5, and this also C7. So this cell can only contain 6 or 9, and this cell is 6, 7, or 9. Okay, this 1-5 pair down here makes the other 4 open cells in block 9 contain 2, 3, 6, and 9. This 2 makes 2 go into one of these 3 cells. 3 is forced into one of these 2 cells. 6. Oh, right, because earlier I said that in row 7, 6 is forced into one of these 2 cells only. Because the other open cells see another 6. So 6 is being here, eliminate 6 from this cell. So now, I've marked down 3 digits among these 4 cells. But this cell is still empty. So I can only contain the remaining missing digits, which is 9. If you want to do a double check, feel free. It sees 1 from the 1-5 pair, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the 1-5 pair. It also sees 6s here, as well as 7 and 8. So this cell can only contain a 9, so I have to make the cell a 9. If I exclude 9 from this cell, then it would end up having no value, or in other words, empty, and the Sudoku puzzle will be broken. So in order to avoid that, to avoid empty cells, I must make this a 9, because 9 is the only possible digits which can go into this cell. Which eliminates 9 from this cell, placing 9 in this cell in block 8, and this cell also C7. So 6 and 7 like this. The digit 6 in block 5 is forced into this cell. This is an 8 to complete the column. Which makes this a 1 because it sees 8 and 9 now. This cell sees 8, so 8 and 9 like this. Alright, this one makes this cell a 1. These are 2s, 7, 1, 2 and 1. Okay, this cell now cannot contain a 6. So in column 1, the digit 6 is forced into this cell, leaving behind a 1-2 pair, but this cell sees 2, so I can place 1 and 2 this way, which makes this a 6, leaving behind a 2-3 pair in row 1. This cell now cannot contain a 6, so it can only be a 5. Right? Not really, though, because it can still contain 7 or 9. I just haven't marked them down yet, so don't make that mistake. Alright, 5 and 1 like this. These two cells, this cell now sees 7 and 9. And the missing digits of row 8 are 2 and 5, and this cell indeed sees 2, so 5 and 2 this way. And 5 did actually end up in this cell, okay, which is a kind of a coincidence. Okay, the digit 1 in block 3 is forced into this cell. This is 7 or 9 for the row, but sees 9. So I can place 7, 9, 7, 9, 7. This cell sees 2, and this cell sees 7 and 9. So 2 and 6 are the missing digits of column 9, but sees 2. So 6 and 2 this way, 3, 6, and this Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, so I finished today's New York Times Hard Sudoku in just under 16 minutes. So I'd say this Sudoku puzzle is around the right difficulty. I think it's, it is straightforward to me. I'll go over the key spots as a quick summary. So, I definitely found some important pairs or triples throughout the Sudoku solve. So towards the beginning, I found the 6, 7, 9 triple in block 8. There was the 6, 7, 9 triple in block 8, which helped place 5 and 8. And of course made these 3 cells contain 1, 2, and 4. And later on in the Sudoku puzzle, there was, yeah, this single one. This cell was a naked single one because it saw every other digit apart from 1. So 1 was the only possible digits which can go into this cell, so this cell ended up being a 1, naked single 1. In block 1, row 1, column 2, this 1. And then, which helped place this 3. And later on, there was also the 1-2 pair in block 2, after placing the 3 and 8, with this 2, with 1 and 2 here. These two cells formed a 1-2 pair, which helped place the 4 and 5, I think. So yeah, this 1-2 pair definitely helped. And also, in column 7, there was the 2-3 pair and 1-5 pair towards the end. The 2-3 pair and 1-5 pair helped a bit, especially placing the single 9 here. This cell was also a naked single. Naked single 9. It could only be a 9 because it saw every other digits. This naked single 9 in block 9, row 9, column 9. And yeah, I think that's all for this Sudoku puzzle. So I think I've mentioned all the key spots. So overall, I don't think it's too tricky. It's just the right difficulty for hard Sudokus, and in my approach, it might even seem a bit straightforward. But if you have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you. Hopefully, this video helped. Today's February 21st, 2025. In this video, I've solved Wordle number 1343 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for today. See you all next time. Bye!